Today I'm heading off to Permian Basin Comic Con, the holiday edition. Today would be day 0. This is a 2-day show, so Saturday, Sunday. Today's Friday. I'm heading out there right now. It's about 2 hours from where I live. I'm driving out there today. I'm excited because this is like the first actual convention that I've had since August. So it should be good, and it's a holiday edition, so a lot of people should be out Christmas shopping. And last year, I think I saw a lot of people doing really well at this show. I didn't do it as a vendor. I was doing it just to like hang out with some buddies who were doing it as vendors and help them out. But a bunch of friends that I met over there at the show said that they were doing really well. So hopefully it does well. I don't know. I'll catch you guys whenever I get to the hotel. I'll speak more about what I see when I'm setting up. Hopefully I'll take a time lapse of what I'm doing as well. So we'll check it out. What is going on, guys? This is like the 3rd time I've recorded this, so I'm ready to be done. Technical issues on my part. I just got done with dinner. I'm in the hotel room. Checked in probably about an hour and a half ago. Had dinner right after that. Had some Raisin Canes. Probably shouldn't have ate as much as I did because I'm trying to lose weight. But I got into the show, got checked in, probably around 5:15 today. And I don't know, it took me like 45 minutes to an hour to set everything up. I put my display up for all my prints, put my waterfall up, my sticker display up. However, I didn't put any of my prints out or anything like that. People have sticky fingers at this show, or at all shows, at all conventions. So I don't put any of my merch out until the morning of. The show opens at like 9:30. I plan on getting there at like 8. I'm cautiously optimistic. All the vendors look really good. Everybody looks pretty professional. Not any super wackadoo vendors that I saw so far. Although I only saw like maybe a quarter of all the vendors there. I didn't get to walk the show at all because I was in a hurry. One of the things that has me worried so far is my booth placement. I'm on the outskirts of the show, I'm not on the inside near any of the aisles or anything like that, but it could be like, right now it's kind of a toss-up. It could be either really good or really, really bad. I'm just trying to picture like where I'm at, because the doors, the main entrance, would open up right in front of my booth, which would be awesome. However, last year when I was at this convention, they shuffled everybody, they closed the front doors, and they shuffled everybody through some side doors near the back of the show so that people, whenever they entered, could see exactly where the celebrity voice actors were at, which is good for the attendees, right? If they're there just to see the voice actors, they're right there, right at the entrance. However, it kind of sucks for all the other vendors, because if you want people walking around looking at merchandise, stuff to buy for Christmas and things like that, it's not so hot. So we'll see if they open up the front doors or if they open up the side doors like last year. That's why I say I'm cautiously optimistic. And who knows? You never know what kind of foot traffic you get with these kinds of shows, or how to predict it. You don't know where people are going to go or how the flow of traffic's going to be. You can sort of like maybe guess, but you never know until the first day. So we'll see what happens. Tonight, I'm just going to be chilling here in my hotel room, maybe watch some TV. I'm going to go for a run here in a little bit. I'm letting my food settle, and then I'm going to try and run for about 30 to 45 minutes. Maybe I'll do some sketching, probably in my iPad. I've been trying to work on my concept art portfolio a lot recently. So maybe I'll do like a little bit of B-roll of me sketching or something, and I'll play a little bit of music or have a voiceover or whatever. I don't know how I'm going to edit the video yet. We'll see what happens, but yeah, that's my plans for tonight. Go for a run, do some sketching in my iPad, maybe do some sketches for the show to sell tomorrow, and that's it. We'll see what happens. Pray for me, guys. All right, just got done running. Ran about 35 minutes, a little over 2 miles. Here, check it out. Kind of disheartening because I used to be able to run like an hour without stopping. And I did stop once here, but that's what I get for not working out. Okay, day one has gone okay. Thank you. It's gone okay so far. I've made money. I've made money on my table bag. However, like, they put me near the exit, which is frustrating. They have the flow of traffic going around a completely different way, and every time I get up and walk into a different aisle, it's like packed with people. And in our aisle, there's not really a lot of foot traffic. But even with that, I've made a pretty good amount of money, so we'll see what happens. Just wanted to keep you guys updated on everything that's going on. Hi guys, how are y'all doing? Doing good. Thank you. So that's a character called Plague Spawn from Spawn, yeah.
Oh, Plague Spawn.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Spawn, but Plague Spawn.
Looks like a newer character. He's a villain, yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everything.
Yeah, if y'all are interested in any of the prints, the small ones are $7 or 3 for $15, and then the bigger ones are $20 or 3 for $45. So, okay, I'm back. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. Usually, it's right now, it's about 3:43. So, usually around this time it starts to die down. So, I'm expecting to see even less foot traffic. And with that said, I don't know how much more I'll be doing. So, anyways, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so day 2 of Permian Basin. Today was a lot slower than yesterday. Really, I didn't get a lot of foot traffic yesterday, but I had a lot of people come over and buy original art from me, which is why I did a lot better. Today was pretty slow. It was a Sunday. Sundays are usually a lot slower here, at least in my experience. I'm just sort of walking around right now. So,
Flattery will get you everything, sir.
I will fill you guys in later. Right now I'll take some video. Maybe what the show is looking like. So, what's going on, everybody? I am back from Permian Basin Comic Con Midland. I just finished driving over tonight. It was about a two and a half hour drive, getting food and everything. So I'm back. I'm tired, but I'm gonna go ahead and record this video while my thoughts are still fresh. Okay, so in total, I'll talk about sales at the end here in a second. Day 1 was really good. I had really good sales. In fact, that's where 80% of my sales were, whereas in day 1. Day 2 is really, really slow. I don't think the show was slow in general. I'll talk about this here in a second, but my booth, where it was at, was really badly placed. Just the way they have this show set up and where people are entering, where they have the celebrities at, and where all the other tables are at, it wasn't a good setup for me. It was really bad. I was in a really bad placement, and we weren't getting a lot of foot traffic. I was lucky to sell what I was able to sell. Oddly enough, even though I didn't have a ton of foot traffic, this was either my second best or my best show of the year. And I'll get to numbers here in a second. But yeah, day 1 was really good for me. I got a lot of good sales, way more than I could hope for with the traffic that we had, foot traffic that we had. Day 2, pretty slow, but the show wasn't slow. There was a lot of people there, just I wasn't getting it over where I was. Which is always kind of like a bummer, right? And there's things that I need to do to fix my setup, to make things a little bit more flashy, grab people's attention better. But for this being my first year of doing shows, like constantly and consistently, I think I did pretty good this year. And I'll make another video totaling up what I did as an artist this year. It's not fantastic numbers, but it's way better than, 0. So, and I learned a ton about running a small business this year, and I'll talk about that later. But yeah, day 1, really good. Day 2, really slow for me, but both days were packed. When I was walking around the other booths and everything, looking around, checking everybody else's stuff out, it was bustling. A lot of people were walking around, and everybody seemed to be enjoying themselves. A lot of people really liked the anime voice actors, which is really good. Saturday I had this, I don't know if they were a vendor, because they kind of just like popped up on me and disappeared. And they gave me like this little duck with a Santa hat on it, which was really cute. I gave it to my daughter when I got home. Immediately she found it and was like, "Daddy, can I have this?" So that's another thing. People were really nice. The other vendors were really nice. The vendors to my left were super nice. I wish I had grabbed a card, and I was meaning to as I was going to leave, but I was ready to go. So, but yeah, vendors were really nice. Didn't really have any problems with anybody. I swear, one of these days, I am going to come home with a Leviathan axe from God of War, like the real metal ones with the awesome design. Because every time I go to one of these shows, I see one, and it's not exactly what I want, and they're a little bit pricey, but I want a Leviathan axe from God of War. So one day I will get those. The nice thing is, like, I didn't have to spend a whole lot on this show. My booth was $300, which I didn't get an artist booth because whenever I tried to sign up for the show when it first opened up, immediately all the Artist Alley booths were sold out, which makes no sense because when I got to the show, there was probably only like 10 Artist Alley tables, which is kind of frustrating. So I don't know why, but yeah, I wasn't able to get an Artist Alley table, so I had to dish out a little bit of extra money. So I paid $300 for a regular exhibitor booth, like an inline table. Turned out to be fine, but I signed up for their next show in March at a discounted price for an Artist Alley table for $175. So that should be a lot better. And I should probably be in a better place as well, instead of being like stuck in a corner. But yeah, overall the show is kind of, it was like a smaller medium show. I wouldn't say it's a small show, right? Because I would consider a small show to be like 100 vendors or less. This was probably more like in the 150 to 200 range of vendors. And I even saw some people like splitting tables and stuff like that. I can't complain about a $200 booth price, especially whenever I'm seeing like really big shows that are like $600, $700, $800, $900. So there's something to be said about paying $200 as a flat rate. I would rather it be a little bit cheaper so I can make a little bit more money, but obviously we all would, and I'll just pay it just so I can keep making money, which is a bad precedent, but I won't get into that right now. So people were friendly, show is a good size for it being like a smaller town, and there's not really I could just complain a whole lot about except for my booth placement. And the reason I mention it is because I feel like if I had gotten even like an end cap or like somewhere in the middle, I would have gotten way more foot traffic and maybe even like gotten 50% more sales. And I don't think that's like an unhealthy thing to want, you know? But I try not to complain. I try not to have that like negative attitude. I want to have a positive outlook. Take the good for what I had. Like I said, it turned out really good for me. Either the second best or best show of the year. So let me get into numbers really quick and what I did for sales. Now, just to preface this, my sales are not like, I'm not doing like thousands of dollars at shows, right? But like, I don't ever lose money on shows. Like, I always do okay. This is the second time that I've hit $1,000 at a show. Like at the beginning of the year, I was doing less than half that. So this is like pretty solid. So I think I can see like the incline and growth, and I can be excited about the future. So, okay, so let's take a look here. Permian Basin. My sales for Saturday were $741. My sales for Sunday were $114, which totaled out to be $855. Now, at the end of Sunday, I also got a commission for $200, and I will be working on doing his drawing for the next couple weeks and get that out to him. But I am gonna count it under the show because if I hadn't gone to the show, I wouldn't have gotten this commission. So $200 plus $855 is $1,055. So that for me is really good. I spent $300 on the show. I didn't have to pay for a hotel because I had rewards points that I just used to buy a hotel. I spent about $50 on food over the course of 2 days while I was there. I have really good friends that I go to these shows with, and they're always so nice, and they love to pay for food, and I can't thank them enough. If they ever watch this video, thank you guys so much for dishing out for some of the food. But yeah, whenever I was on my own, obviously I paid for food, and I spent about $30 or $50, $30 on myself, and then also brought some stuff home for the family tonight whenever I came home from the show. And then I spent about $20 on gas. It's about 2 hours there and then 2 hours back. And I have a Prius, so pretty gas efficient. I don't spend a whole lot of money on gas anytime I drive to shows, which is nice. So my total cost, I think, was $370-ish, making $1,055. So I'll do the math somewhere in there and put the number on the screen. But yeah, it felt pretty good to be able to make a little bit more money. And honestly, if I had gotten an artist table, it would be even a little bit more. So next time, we'll see how it goes. And I'll post, obviously, that vlog for you guys. And guys, this was my last show of the year. So I will be coming out with a video going over like the numbers for all the shows that I've done this year and all my expenses and how much I've made as an artist this year in 2024. That's weird. And I'll come up with that video hopefully here in a few days. But yeah, it's an exciting thing to be able to build this small business and grow it, and hopefully I can keep working on it and continue with my other side projects and endeavors for my same art career. I've loved it this year. I really like going to shows. I like spending time with friends. I hate having to, be separated from my family. That's the one thing I really don't like. I really miss my kids and my wife whenever I do go, but it's great to see them whenever I get back because everybody comes up and hugs me, and it makes me feel so good, and that I'm doing a good job as a dad. So that's always good too. So yeah, I will continue to post. I'll continue to keep you guys updated. I'll continue to post on all my social media. And by the way, guys, if you find this video helpful or entertaining or useful for you, please comment or like, or please subscribe. It helps out so much for the channel, and I would really appreciate you guys if you did that, especially if you want to keep following along for further vlogs in Artist Alley and how I keep doing as an artist and continuing to build my portfolio and all my side projects. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you too. Bye.